for this to go live. Okay. Okay, so everything thinks it's live.
Okay.
And now we get to that's the part miss it actually.
Canon? Yeah. There we are. We're here. Yay. All right. We don't have people yet, though. Here's our Leah. Hi, Leah.
Hello.
I think we're live already.
We're
I'll move out
live?
of your way.
Oh no, I'll sit so that we're live.
All right.
Cool.
Tyler was doing some experimenting.
Sweet. Are we live?
Oh, there's Carol. Hi, Carol.
We're live in more than one place?
That's right.
Where else are we live? YouTube again?
Yeah.
Cool. Welcome,
That was
YouTube.
another experimental day.
I love experimenting. Hello, Facebook. Hello, YouTube. Lovely to see you guys. Ooh, yes, I do want that one. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I kind of thought. I don't know where I put everything else that was out here, but we just piled it all over
It's
there.
fine. I was a bit of a trail of destruction through here today.
Yeah.
A little bit. We are live. So, I can't tell.
So what's going on?
What's going on?
How was CQA?
CQA was good. CQA
We
was
had
good.
lots of people, you said.
Yeah. Yeah, lots of people managed to stumble into our booth and find us live. Which is a whole lot harder in a virtual setting than like an actual trade show where you walk into the booth. On CQA, it was a little trickier. You had to hit a lot of buttons to get into the live feed
Oh.
for everybody. So a little bit different, but we found some new people, new friends. They might join our classes. A couple people found things in our online store they wanted. I think those people spent enough to get entered into our sewing machine giveaway at the end of the summer. So we are doing a giveaway for a Brother NQ575 at the end of the summer. To get entered, you need to shop in our online store and spend $50 before tax and shipping on whatever you want. I did get a lot of sun on the weekend. And it's really warm in here today.
You should hang out in the long arm area. It's pretty chilly.
Oh, you've got
back
AC
there.
going, yeah. No, I got lots of sun. I did wear sunscreen and a hat, but yeah, I went outside to like water the garden, and then I was like, I'm gonna go sew. And then I didn't go back in the house. And then I found bees. And then I had to like find a new home for my bees that was not beside my back door. It was a whole thing. I was outside all day Sunday. It was great. So yeah, we're doing that sewing machine giveaway. We're also doing weekly draws for shopping online every week. And the next draw is Friday for anybody who placed an order over the previous Tuesday to Monday week. So anybody who placed an order before last night midnight is going to be in the draw for this coming Friday.
Good.
Other things that just started, we have a Bernina long arm sale that just started yesterday. So if you're looking to expand into a long arm, you should talk to our lovely Barb. Maybe
I
come
was
test
just
drive
talking
one.
to a nice couple this afternoon.
Yeah.
Looking at things.
Yeah. So that's on the go. There's still the Bernina's embroidery event on the go. We've got promo and handy quilter stuff on until the end of the month. We have some Brother machines on great pricing. We have stock on Brother right now on pretty much everything. Except one thing everybody's put deposits on. It's shipping soon.
Okay.
But yeah, there's stock. So if you need a sewing machine or you know somebody that needs a sewing machine, either they can wait and win one in September, hopefully, or you can come get the one you need now.
Come get the one you need, and then if you win another one, you can always sell one of them or keep them both, because who needs just one machine? You have to have more than one.
You need more than one.
Yeah.
You need more than one. Other things coming up very shortly. Tomorrow, Anne's Gnome applique class starts. and we're recording it. So even if you don't get your kit in time tomorrow, you can still register. The gnome applique class is so cute. And Anna's the blanket stitch master or guru. So if you want to learn from the best, come take our gnome applique class. Coming up in July, we've got our Brother Welcome Home event, which Kimberbell Brother combined. Kimberbell made an event for the Brother Luminaire. We still have space available. So if your machine has the My Design Center functionality on it, give us a call. That'll be Brother Dream Machine, Stellar, XP1 and XP2. Those would be lovely people to have in that class because the instructions will be fairly straightforward for you. Other things coming up. We're doing a t-shirt class. We're going to make t-shirts.
Ooh.
That'll be good. We're doing Peppermint's Roll Dress class again.
Mm-hmm.
Also very excited about that because dresses. Little twirly dresses. And Kimberbell Day at the Fair on July 28th. And then Kimberbell's Home Sweet Haunted Home on August 17th and 18th. And we've scheduled summer nights for September 8th. But before all of that other stuff, I keep forgetting the one thing that I scheduled after all those things. July 14th, we have a free OESD event. Our free OESD event will have the lovely people from OESD, so that's Oklahoma Embroidery Supply and Design, joining us virtually to host the event. There will be stellar stabilizer deals.
Ooh.
My price list is just about finalized. So I know all the top secret things. There are some
And you've
really
already
wicked...
got yours, right?
Oh, no, I have my wish list.
Oh, okay.
I have my wish list. The things I know I want more stabilizer of will probably be on that list. So wicked pricing on stabilizers. The event is free. You don't have to have any specific brand of machine. And stabilizer specials will just be for 24 hours. So July 14th, mark it in your calendar. Is there other things? It's coming up quick.
Yeah.
Somehow it's almost the end of June.
I know. And I'm thinking Stampede Week's almost here.
Yeah.
And we actually get to have one this year.
Yeah, I have mixed feelings about that. We're not going to talk about that.
Okay.
Yes, Stampede's happening.
Well, people just want the excuse to wear jeans.
Oh, I suppose.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing jeans in July. It's too hot.
No, that's
I'm wearing shorts.
That's always my problem.
Yeah. I think that's most of my announcements.
Okay.
I think I covered everything I wanted to cover.
Good.
Shop online.
Well, you have another chance tomorrow.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to be here for Facebook Live tomorrow.
Oh, no.
Getting my hair cut.
Okay.
It's fuzzy back here again.
Oh, yeah. Interferes with the mask, right?
Yeah, it's driving me nuts. And it's standing up.
Billy wants to know if we have to register for the OESD event on July 14th.
You do not need to register, but if you do call in and register because it's free, you will get a reminder email the day before with the link.
That's always a help.
To the thing.
Yeah, I like those reminders.
Yeah.
About everything.
Yeah, I need everything in my calendar in big bold letters so that my
Yeah.
phone like blares at me when it's time for things.
Yeah.
So that's what I know today. Yeah.
Okay.
Barb, I think you're gonna have too much fun back here. What time should I pry you away?
No, it's okay. I'll get hungry before. Don't worry about it.
There's some really pretty ribbon here. I don't know what Barb's up to, but have fun with her.
Oh. Yeah, after Leah's teased you about all those wonderful machine embroidery things, I'm going to talk about ribbon. But why not? Today we're calling it Fun with Ribbon. And I've got all kinds of ribbon here, and I've got ribbon behind me, and I don't know if any of our people even remember that we carry ribbon. But I was doing a little bit of research and discovered that there's a lot of cool things you can do with ribbon. So I thought I'd share some of them with you because why not? It's summertime, and sometimes in the summer we don't want those big projects. We don't want to have to worry about the sewing machine, and we just want something quiet that we can sit down with for a little bit. And maybe we've got the kids at home or the grandkids at home, and we want a little bit of fun stuff that we can kind of do with them. So I thought I'd show you a few things that I came up with or stole off of the internet that are great little projects for summertime. So we're going to start with this guy. Isn't he cute? This is just a little ribbon butterfly. And it is so easy to make that you could just make a whole flock. Are butterflies flocks? I don't know. But a whole bunch of butterflies. And once you have them created, you can pin them on. You can use them on a hair clip. You could even put them on your flip-flops. So I'm just going to show you really fast how this little guy came into being. So let's switch camera feeds. This little guy. He doesn't have a name yet, but yeah, Mr. Butterfly. So all you do is you start with 2 pieces of decorative ribbon. Now, you want it fairly wide. This one is 1.5 inches, and that makes a good size butterfly. So at 1.5 inches ribbon, I've cut 2 pieces 7 inches long. And the first thing I want to do is make the angles on the end of the ribbon. So I'm just going to fold them in half and cut about that much. It's not quite a 45, but it's an angle. There we go. There's one. And there is the second one. So now I have 2 pieces of ribbon with angled ends. I'm going to face them this way, like that, because that's how butterflies' wings are shaped. And then the easiest way to get them pleated, I've got my little needle and thread. If you take your ribbon and fold it in half, put your finger in the middle, yeah, about there, and then fold those tops down so that you have a single pleat in the center. Take your needle and thread because, hey, this is a sewing place. You could glue this. You could even resort to stapling it if you're working with the kids. But a needle and thread works just great. And take a couple stitches to hold that guy together. There we go. There's 3. Like that. Set that aside. Do the same thing with this piece. Fold them in half. And then fold down the edges. Find the center and put them together. And make sure when you put them together that the angles go inward. So we're going to go in, back through. And this is what they call a grosgrain ribbon. So it has those ribs on it that give it a little bit of stability and strength when we're working with it. You could also do it with a velvet ribbon. You could do it with a satin ribbon. Or you could do it even with some of these great printed ribbons that Dawn's got set out behind me. So now I've got the 2 butterflies' wings stitched together like that. And you can always stop and put a knot in your thread if you're concerned about it slipping out. I find it didn't slip too badly on me. There we go. So there's our wings, like that. Now to make, I'm doing the head and the body a little differently this time. So I'm going to start, which way over? This way over. And put my body piece on the bottom end. Oh, come here, thread. I'm going to come through to get my thread out of the way. And then I'm going to just tuck that down that way. There we go. Now he's anchored. I'm going to take that piece of ribbon and go up and over. I'm going to come around this way. I always get this backwards. Around the center That's pretty straightforward. And because these solids are double-sided, doesn't matter which way over they face. So now I've made the little head of the butterfly here, like that. And I can take my needle and carefully stitch that into place. It's a pretty forgiving little craft here. You can just take a little stitch on the back side. I'll move that up. There we are. Just to anchor that. So now he's got a head there. And I'm actually going to do this butterfly. On the first one, I doubled the ribbon and took a little pleat in the bottom. This is a little bit different. I kind of think he's going to be cuter and he's going to be a little bit softer. So I can anchor my thread like that. I'm going to tie this off. Now if I wanted to put this on, let's say a hair clip, I would leave these threads on the back so that I have something to fasten to the hair clip. In this case, I think I'm just going to snip them off. There we go. Set that one side. And just to make my butterfly's body, I'm going to come in here, fold this, and just snip off the excess. Whoop, let's get it folded right. There we go. Right there. These aren't the greatest scissors. There we go. And that's how fast it is to make a cute little ribbon butterfly to decorate pretty much anything you want. So, and it's a cute craft that you could do with the kids. They can help with the folding. If they're a little older, they can help with cutting the ribbon to the right size. And of course, they can help with choosing the ribbon. So this, like I say, was a grosgrain ribbon, but we've got so many pretty ribbons. Let's grab this one. Dawn does a beautiful display for me every time, and I go and mess it up. So how about something like that? Let's switch that guy over. Ooh, where are you? How about something like that? That almost has a tulip pink feel to it. And it's very soft. For this guy, you want to use a nice cloth ribbon. I find the acetate ribbons are a little too crisp for some of these goodies. So now we have two butterflies to play. Two cute little butterflies, a little big for earrings, but if you just want to make bows with your ribbon, because sometimes we need a bow, don't forget that we do have this guy, our Clover Bow Maker, 3 different sizes in the package to make small bows out of the triangle, a 5-pointed star and a 7-pointed star. And of course you can layer your ribbon. You will be the bow making queen come next Christmas on that. So yeah, you can always just make bows with your ribbon. What else is ribbon good for? I made this guy this afternoon. He's kind of cute. Let's put him under this one. It's just a little coaster or mug rug. If you've got scraps of decorative ribbon, again, this is the grosgrain. I just pulled it out of Dawn's goodie bin. But you could certainly use a satin ribbon. You could use a metallic ribbon. And it's just, I take a piece of felt and they're just stitched side by side. Move them up here. There we go. I just stitched this one down, laid this one on the edge and stitched him down. And then once it was done, it's just felt on the back. Once it was done, I marked the circle and cut that out, and it's pretty much finished. So you could make a whole bunch of those guys with some cute bright pink ribbon. You could use, oh, there's a green one, and do something really, really fun for summertime. So that's another quick little craft to amuse the kids with. Now, probably the fastest thing that I discovered when it comes to using ribbon are these little guys. These little guys are, this one is a key fob hardware set. So it comes with your slip ring to hold your keys, and it comes with the top of the key fob. So this is really, really simple. All you're going to do is take yourself a nice piece of ribbon that is ideally the same width as your key fob. Now you could embroider on your ribbon. You could put beads on your ribbon. You could just simply have a different color ribbon for each set of keys that you want to mark. And you can just take this. You could tie a knot in that if you want. Slip it into the holder like this, and there's little teeth inside. If I hold it like that, maybe you can see them. Slip that ribbon in there, and then this is just squeezed together with a pair of pliers like that. And then you have, hold this up, Cannon, there. So then you have your little key fob with your decorative ribbon on it. You slip the ring through there for your keys. Very handy way of marking which key goes to which door or which car or belongs to which person. And it's a nice, easy way of marking them. You could put more than one ribbon in. You could make it really fancy. So I thought that was a cute, cute, cute little thing. That takes just a pair of pliers to squeeze this guy together. So now, once you did the easy crafts with your ribbon, what about moving on to something just a little more time consuming? So I made this, hold it up. I made that years ago, right there. It's just one of the craft cardboard boxes. You can see it's kind of been through the wars. Some of the decorative trim is coming off. So that is just ribbon and lace that I happen to have a variety of widths, a variety of colors, and I just wove that. That's a simple over under weave that I did with this guy. And you just lay yourself out a piece of cardboard, start by pinning the strips that go this way, and then just start and have fun and just weave your ribbon up and down through it. If you are working larger than this and you think it might be a little tricky to get that ribbon woven in and out, pretty easy to get one of our weaving tools that we have that's going to accommodate the width of ribbon you're using, and see what you can come up with. When I finished making my weaving, stitched around the edge to hold it still, and then I've padded the lid of the box with a little bit of batting and glued that on, and then put some decorative ribbon around the side and some of these craft beads as well. Sometimes we just want to be fancy with our things. So, and then that led me, as I say, I made that years and years and years ago, when it sits on the shelf in the sewing room, and I keep looking at it thinking, what else can I do with ribbon? So then I stumbled across a different weaving technique, and I love this stuff. This is not fabric. This is woven. And although I used this direction, there we go. Although I used fabric strips for this, you could just as easily do this with strips of ribbon. Now, this is called Triaxial Weaving. And you'll forget that name, because I know I did, had to look it up again. But triaxial weaving, and it's based on, if you've got one of your 60-degree rulers, it's based on the 60-degree ruler. So all you would do is take a nice piece of cardboard, the size of the piece you want to make. And then you get all of your wonderful ribbons. You might get, oh, look at this guy. He's got Olaf the snowman on him. So you would get 3 different ribbons to work with. And you would start pinning your ribbon across. You'd start by putting your verticals in, and then start on either side, and you're weaving it. It really hurts your head when you try weaving this stuff, because this red piece goes under there, where's he going, and under there, and he's coming out right there. But if you work at it slowly, calmly, this is what you end up with. I think it's so cool. And then when I finish this, you can see still a few pins around the edge. What I did was I ironed some fusible interfacing on the back side. So it's nice and stable. It's got good weight to it. And at this point now I can carry on, maybe make a little pouch out of it, or make a, how about a nice little rotary cutter carrier. But it just gives such a fun little look to it when done with a variety of ribbons. You could use a green in there. I like that one for the width. What else we got in here? There's a purple one. This is Dawn's thing. So you could do this over and over again. I wouldn't recommend working extremely large, but you get both. There's the tumbling blocks design. If you work with a striped ribbon, just think what you're going to get if you had stripes across some of these spots. As quilters, we really appreciate the secondary patterns we get in things, and I think that's what intrigued me about this. Triaxial weaving, and it's just so much fun. And the other thing you can use for this, which actually is what I did here, if you recall a few weeks ago we talked about the sasher tools, or making our own bias tape, the bias tape makers. You could certainly use the fabric strips to weave that guy out of. Maybe we will take a session on Facebook, or perhaps run a class and actually sit down and do the weaving, because I think it's something that's easier to absorb if you actually see it done. So switch that back. So what other fun things can we do with ribbon? Well, there were a couple more that I actually just didn't have a chance to create a sample for. One that I thought would be kind of fun with this sort of ribbon, this is just your lovely satin ribbon, is to wrap it around a standard embroidery hoop all the way around so that they hang down. Make them about that long. And then you can take that ring and hang it up outside and just let them flutter in the breeze. Hopefully keep some of the bugs away in a non-invasive, non-destructive way. Besides, it's just pretty to look at. So that was another thing that you can do with ribbon. And of course, don't forget, if you're using some of these beautiful fabric ribbons like this, like the ones set out behind me, you can always incorporate those into your quilts. You can stitch them on once the quilt top's done, put a little decorative touch on there. You can hand applique them. Don't forget that everything that we have here is made from thread, so it goes well with your quilts. You can even use some of these wider ribbons if you've done a small panel. You could make some hanging loops at the top of your panel out of some of these wider ribbons to coordinate with your quilt colors. What else has Dawn put out here for me in this wonderful ribbon collection? Don't forget that we also have rickrack in a variety of widths and a variety of colors. So lots of things you can do with rickrack there. And in packages, we have rickrack. We also have the wide, I was really pleased to see this. We have this grosgrain ribbon in about 3.5 to 4 inch width. And it's a great stabilizing ribbon if you want to put, let's say, a facing on a quilt instead of putting a binding around it. This quilt panel that I've used, I'm going to swing this around. This quilt panel that I have used to cover the table with, let's just show you here, doesn't have a binding on the front. It just flows right out to the edge, and it's got a facing. It's just sewn on the way you would start with your binding, and then the whole thing is rolled to the back and hand stitched. So if you want, you could easily have used, maybe not this decorative one, but a simple, weighty grosgrain to do that with, to give some stability to your panel before you hang it up. So that's great. Ribbon is wonderful. It's decorative, like these guys, but it's also practical because it has those finished edges. You don't have to worry about fraying, and it has thickness, it has weight, it has body, so it stands up to making butterfly wings the way you wouldn't be able to do with fabric unless you stabilized it. So lots and lots and lots of things to do. What's this guy? There he is. There's that guy I was talking to you about. So a nice cream colored, this feels almost like a cotton. What does it say? Twill tape. Yeah. There we go. So that would make a wonderful facing on your quilt instead of a binding. So that is a great thing to have in your arsenal of goodies in your sewing room. So next time you're in the store, search out the ribbon, poke through, see what we've got. See, I mean, it's not expensive. Get yourself a small collection, because once you've got it at home, you're going to think of things to do with it. So that's about it for today. Obviously, any questions, just give us a holler. Let us know what you'd like to have us talk to you about on Facebook. And in the meantime, enjoy the summertime. It takes a long time to get here, and it lasts way too short a season. So that's about all I have. I think you get our Sandy in here tomorrow, and I know she's got some more fun things to go over with you. Until then, have a great Tuesday. Remember to stay kind, stay calm, stay safe, everybody, and enjoy this beautiful Tuesday in Calgary. Take care. We'll talk to you next time. I think we're okay. I just